Have Boca Juniors found themselves the next attacking midfield sensation Wonderkid? Just who is the player generating so much hype that they think he could be the next Maradona? His name is Mateo Sanchez, and he's currently dazzling the Argentinian youth leagues with his impressive displays of natural ability. He joined Boca at a young age and has always been thought of as a future star by the club. Sanchez has always played in age groups above his current age, and is currently a standout performer for Boca Juniors under-17s team. He has a brilliant blend of technical ability and tenacity, which has led to many at the club expecting him to have a sky-high potential. In 2024, Mateo Sanchez would shine in the Argentine under-17s tournaments. He displays a natural versatility, being able to play a number of positions with ease. He shows a maturity on the ball beyond his years, and has exceptional vision for a pass, and an eye for a goal. With his step up to the under-20s being close, it seems the last step to unlocking his full potential is the step up to senior football. His current ability says he should handle that with ease, and that has led to some pretty big comparisons, certainly with the club thinking he could go on to be the next Maradona. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on Mateo Sanchez down in the comments section. Can he really have the potential ability to go on and be the next Maradona? Or will he simply turn into another Argentine Wonderkid who doesn't ever truly reach their full potential? Today's video is brought to you in association with Passion4FM. Passion4FM is the #1 football manager blog dedicated to enhancing your football manager experience. On the website you will find guides, tactics, shortlists, graphical and database updates, alongside in-depth articles about the world's best football manager simulation game. For this video, I've downloaded the Passion4FM Nextgen Wonderkid database. This database is the #1 resource for adding new real-world Wonderkids to your brand new save games. Download it from the description and enhance your save games now. In today's video, I'm going to let Football Manager predict the future. Starting in 2024, I'm going to run a simulation that will look at Mateo Sanchez's career across the next 15 years. Let me know in the comments section down below how you think this one is going to work out. Does Mateo Sanchez really have the potential ability to go on and become the next Maradona, or will he simply fade into insignificance and just become another Argentinian Wonderkid that never truly lives up to his hype? Whilst you're down in the comments section below, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out the rest of the Wonderkid series. In the Next Gen database and the beginning of this simulation, Mateo Sanchez starts the game with a great core of attributes for a 15-year-old attacking midfielder. Now bear in mind, these attributes are only estimates, and every time that you load up a brand new save game, he may vary from save to save, and his attributes may fluctuate a little bit. And also, if you load up a save game and he doesn't look like a Wonderkid, do not fear and do not give up on the player. I'm sure that if you can develop him well, he will hit that full potential of becoming a Wonderkid. At the start of the simulation, he does have some standout attributes. If we look at the 3 groups, we can see in the technicals, his standouts are dribbling, first touch, passing and technique. In the mentals, determination of 18 is the true standout, but he also scores highly for flair, off the ball and work rate. And in the physicals, it's about his balance, jumping reach, natural fitness and stamina. So he's set up at the start of a brand new save to go on and have a great career as a Wonderkid. The big question is though, can he break into Boca Juniors first team quickly enough to really unlock that development in the early stages of his career? At the 5-year stage, Mateo Sanchez is now 20 years old, and we can see he has made the big breakthrough to Europe as he has transferred from Boca Juniors to Inter Milan in Italy. Before he would leave Boca Juniors, he would go on to play 52 times for the first team, scoring 10 goals, and since being in Italy, he has played 61 games and scored 9 goals. Importantly, the 113 times he has played in a first team, scoring 19 goals, has really aided his development as he has taken some big steps forward in all 3 categories. If we look at those attributes in terms of the technicals, the standouts now are dribbling, first touch, passing and technique. In the mentals, it's anticipation and determination, but he scores highly for off the ball, vision and work rate. In the physicals, balance, jumping reach, natural fitness and stamina all stand out, with him scoring highly for the other attributes in that category. So you can see in the first 5 years of his career, he has had some explosive development. Going from Boca Juniors Academy all the way to Inter Milan in Italy has really dragged that development out of him. The big question is, can he develop further, and just how much more is there to come as we move into the next phase of his career? After 10 years of Mateo Sanchez's career, he's now 25 years old and he's still in Italy playing for Inter. At this point of his career, he has made 207 first-team appearances for Inter and he has scored 49 goals, giving him 259 first-team games after 10 years of playing football. And those first team games and the exposure to the first team in Inter certainly has helped to take his development on to another level. He has had improvement in all three areas. Looking at the technicals, the standouts now are truly dribbling, first touch, passing and technique. In the mentals, it's anticipation, determination, off the ball and vision. In the physicals, it's balance, jumping reach, natural fitness and stamina. So at this point of his career, at the age of 25, he's already being described by the media as an elite attacking midfielder. Will the next and final 5 years of this simulation bring any more development out of the player? At the 15-year stage, Mateo Sanchez is now 30 years old and he's still playing his club football out in Italy for Inter. At this point of his career, he's gone on to make 353 first-team appearances for Inter, scoring 116 goals. When you add that to his Boca Juniors career of 52 games and 10 goals, it gives him career totals of 405 games and 126 goals at the age of 30. He could easily go on to add a couple more hundred appearances to that tally. In terms of the first-team football and looking at the development between the years 10 to 15, there are some steps forward. Now, it's not that explosive amount of development that you would expect in the earlier stages of his career, but he's certainly now fine-tuning his attributes as he moves into the final part of his career. Looking at the technicals, it's still dribbling, first touch, passing and technique that are standouts. In terms of the mentals, it's anticipation, composure, determination, off the ball, vision and work rate. With some of those, certainly his vision and work rate taking quite big steps forward despite him coming into the later years. And in the physicals, it's still his balance, jumping reach, natural fitness and his stamina. So across a 15-year period, he has had a really good career in Italy. Now, the comparison of the player at the start of the video was of that to Maradona, and it's probably because Maradona was at Boca Juniors. Mateo Sanchez is really thought of highly by the Boca Juniors staff and the scouts at the club. Did he go on to emulate Maradona or maybe become the next Maradona? I think I'll leave that to you. If you let me know in the comment section down below what you think of Mateo Sanchez's development. Did you think that he would go on to become even bigger as a footballer? Has he hit the heights that you would expect? Or do you think he's a little bit disappointing despite the comparison to Maradona, where we obviously think he can hit those heights? Once again, these are estimated in-game and it is only a simulation. But I have a good feeling about Mateo Sanchez. In real life, unfortunately, he has just suffered a ligament injury in his knee. So he's going to be out of action, certainly in the Boca Juniors youth teams, for an extended period of time. It may become apparent what kind of a player he's going to be after this injury, because players that get those injuries so early on in their career can go one or two ways, whether it's recurring or whether he fully heals and whether he's the same player. But if he certainly gets back to 100% health and 100% fitness, I just have this inkling that Mateo Sanchez has got that little bit of magic about him. Watching the clips, watching the highlights, looking at some of the articles that have been written about him, I certainly think that Mateo Sanchez has that X factor, and Argentinian football is certainly going to have themselves a star. So once again, let me know in the comment section down below, what did you think of Mateo Sanchez's career? Did you think he made a good choice in going to Italy, just like Maradona did when he went out there to play? And do you think that Mateo Sanchez potentially could have more development if you were to sign him and put him into your first teams? Whilst you're in the comments section down below, don't forget to smash the subscribe button check out the rest of the Wonderkids series. And also, if you want the database that will get you hundreds of brand new Wonderkids, such as Mateo Sanchez, for your save games, you need the Passion4FM Nextgen database. There is a link to that in the description down below. For this one, though, that has been 15 years across the career of Mateo Sanchez. I want to thank you for your time and attention, and I hope to see you on another video very soon.